Hey, if you're a healer or a coach, someone who's really on a purpose-driven path, then there are these moments that really test you. And today, we're going to talk about a big one. We're calling it the healer's plateau, and that really nagging feeling that you might be getting left behind.
So, let me just ask you this, right off the bat. As a healer, as a coach, do you feel left behind? It's a heavy question, I know. And if that hits home for you, I really want you to know you are not the only one feeling this, not by a long shot.
A feeling like that, it doesn't just show up out of nowhere, right? It usually starts to creep in after you've been putting in so much work, after you've been on this journey for a while, and you just hit what feels like a total wall. Let's kind of break down that cycle.
I bet this whole experience sounds pretty familiar. You've done the training programs, you got the skills, maybe even the certifications. You've been trying new things to find clients, to get your income to a stable place. You've tested all these different approaches, and yet it still feels like you've, failed. And that's exactly when that huge question drops in. Is this really even for me?
Yeah, and this quote from Rahul George just nails it. It's that deep frustration when you're putting in all the effort, but it just doesn't seem to work. The clients aren't showing up, the money isn't there, and in that space, man, it is so easy to just think about giving up.
And this is the internal battle, right here. It's this huge tug-of-war going on inside. On one hand, you have your calling, that deep gut feeling that says, this is the work I am meant to do. But then there's your current reality, and it's whispering some really tough stuff, like, maybe I'm not meant to succeed at this. Maybe this whole experience just isn't for me.
So the big question is, what do you do when you're stuck right there, in the middle of that conflict? Our culture's default answer is always hustle harder, just grind it out, push through. But what if that's actually the complete opposite of what you need right now?
Okay, so where do we go from here? Well, the solution is kind of beautiful and, it's probably not what you're expecting. It's not about more effort. It's actually about the incredible wisdom of just taking a pause.
So let's completely reframe what rest even means here. This is not about quitting. It is definitely not about failure. Just look at this definition. It's a strategic, guilt-free pause. It's this intentional time to just stop, to breathe, and to gather up all the gifts and all the wisdom you've collected on your journey so far, all in preparation for what's coming next.
And this timeline, it really puts it all into perspective. You see all those previous adventures, all those things that might have felt like failures? They weren't wasted, not at all. They were just part of you gathering your skills, your experience. And they led you right here, to this plateau, which is really just a sign from the universe that it's time for this crucial moment of rest, right before you launch into your next big adventure.
So how do you actually do this? How do you embrace this rest? Well, it all starts with just being kind to yourself. You have to drop the guilt. It means slowing down enough to actually listen and discover your real path, instead of just rushing all the time. It's about taking a real inventory of all the gifts you already have, and then shifting your focus to the future, preparing for the people you are truly meant to serve.
And listen, here is the other absolutely vital piece of this whole puzzle. You are not meant to figure this plateau out all by yourself. This is where the strength of having a community becomes your total lifeline.
Seriously? Being around other healers and coaches who just get it, it's a game changer. It's a space where you can actually be supported, where you can be nurtured. It's a living, breathing reminder that no, you are not falling behind. It's that collective energy that lets you finally step back into your own power.
And look, if there is one single thing I want you to take away from all of this, let it be this right here. This is the absolute truth. Everything you have been through, it has equipped you. You are not lacking anything. You already have all the gifts you need for your next chapter.
So, after you've taken that rest, after you've reconnected with your people and your own inner strength, what happens then? What's actually waiting for you on the other side of this purposeful pause?
Your purpose? It didn't go anywhere, I promise. It's just been waiting patiently for you to refuel and get back into alignment. This rest period? It's not a detour. It's actually the most direct path back to the work you were born to do, only now you'll have renewed clarity and energy. So let's end with this, a really powerful, forward-looking question that changes everything. Instead of asking yourself, am I good enough? Or why isn't this working? The question completely shifts to this. After I rest, who am I meant to help next? And that is the real starting point for your next great adventure.